I was told this was supposed to be very serious. Not. Anyway, I'm Dorinda Harmon, and I am like less than a week retired from the College of Charleston. Admissions, yeah, the fun side of the house. But I love SACRAO, as everybody knows. I started out, our registrar at the time, Bill Anderson, took me to my first MOSIS, the technology conference that SACRAO had previously run for many years, in Raleigh, and had a wonderful time. Opened my eyes up to a lot of things that I didn't know about. I still don't know a lot. Anyway, it should only have been fitting that the year I was president, 2013, 14, yes, I can't remember things anymore, I'm retired, was in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was so wonderful. It snowed and snowed and snowed all over the world, but mostly keeping all the UPS deliveries from getting to Raleigh that week. So we had our corporate partners as well as some of our conference materials barely make it to the conference. I will say that Sir Walter has never looked so glorious overlooking the convention center. Thank you to Mr. Brian Ante for that. Some things that happened at that conference was West Virginia joined SACRAO, and we admitted them to our gathering, which was really good. That took about 2 years of work to make that happen, to convince the folks in West Virginia that we were the right place for them. So I'm hoping that they're all still enjoying their association with SACRAO. SACRAO is definitely the very best conference in the universe to learn, to network, to meet new colleagues, to meet colleagues that you've known for years, and to refresh friendships, because that's what those collegial relationships turn into, is friendships. All over the Southeast. How do I say what SACRAO is? When people say, what is SACRAO? I tell them it's about enrollment management professionals and admissions in the registrar's office and other offices that deal with enrollment management, from Texas to Oklahoma to Virginia to Puerto Rico and back, the entire Southeast. It's one of the most active groups in the SACRAO network. And so I'm very proud that I've been able to go to many states and areas that I would not have probably traveled to. I can't tell you everything that's happened on those trips, because some things, what happens at SACRAO has to stay at SACRAO. Some of the things I can tell you about, we had a great time in Raleigh. I was fortunate to have Michelle Johnson as our local arrangements chair. She did a great job, she and her committee. We had fun. Raleigh was certainly turned from the days of Andy Griffith and Barney Fife into a huge foodie town, a lot of cultural activities, and we went to the local science museum for our big event, and there's a photo booth there. I don't need to say anything else about that. But there was great dancing, because SACRAO, there's a contingent that if you don't have the music cranking, they'll make it that way. Let's see, what else? Amy Barber was the president-elect that year, so she put on a great program. And Mary Kincannon, by that time, had gotten used to my daily phone calls, at least once a day to her, as past president, for guidance on how to do things the SACRAO way and not just Dorinda's way. So she knows, she tells me when she picks up the phone and it's an 843 area code, she knows who it is. She doesn't even have to look twice. That year, we started on a huge project, and Joe Poppery managed it. We created things and submitted a bid and actually put this out to help SACRAO manage their technology, both on the front end on the new website, but also behind the scenes, because at that time, people who were putting together the programs and other parts of SACRAO were having to do data entry multiple times to make things happen, which is insane, as you know. I don't suffer repetitiveness very well. So thanks very much to Joe Poppery and Paley Wu and Joe's committee for getting that all together for our meeting in Raleigh, and it's still ongoing as it continues to upgrade behind the scenes and databases and all kind of stuff that's probably way beyond my knowledge base. There you go. Joe will have to tell you about that. We also started working again on what's become the Refresh Committee, which was looking at the structure of SACRAO. I kept telling the folks there that just in my limited time with SACRAO, or about a couple dozen years, I'd seen the structure change more than one time. So this wouldn't be totally unheard of in SACRAO. So not to worry, that people will adjust to change most of the time. We had some great poster sessions where graduate students could start to become involved in their professional career, because as we all know, enrollment management is an accidental profession. You never go to college saying, I'm going to be a registrar or an admissions director. You fall into it. Oh, everybody knows I love SACRAO, and I can't say how much I appreciate all the mentorship that I had along the way, professionally, personally. I love to do presentations. You know I love the stage. Just give me the microphone and I'm good to go. And there are some wonderful people in SACRAO who I still call sometimes, because I'm an admissions person. We don't text, we pick up the phone and call people. That's just how that works. We like to hear the human voice and not just series. But SACRAO has been a huge part of my professional career and my life since about 2001. That's a long time for me. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it's going to be very hard to not attend SACRAO every year because I just retired, and so I can't say I do this anymore. So I'm just going to have to be the local comic, and that's how it's going to end up.